Ever felt that annoying itch in certain places on your body and wondered what your body's trying to tell you? You're definitely not alone. Today, we're talking about something super important, especially for our older loved ones. A few specific itchy spots that could actually be subtle health signals, potentially hinting at serious underlying issues. Stick with me until the very end, and you'll get the lowdown on spotting these signs, understanding what they might mean, and exactly what steps you can take. Seriously, this info could make a real difference for you or someone you care about. Don't miss out on these crucial insights. Hey, quick favor before we jump in. If you find this video helpful, hitting that like button really helps me keep sharing valuable info. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss any future videos. Your support means a lot. Alright, let's dive into these particular spots. There's an interesting thought out there. If you don't experience persistent itching in certain areas as you age, reaching the age of 100 is quite achievable. We all hope to live a long, healthy life, right? When we think about living a long time, our genes often come to mind first. But guess what? Research actually shows that our daily habits, our lifestyle, play a much bigger role in how long we live than genetics alone. It's really important to pay attention to symptoms that seem small or easy to ignore. Sometimes, these little things our body does are actually giving us an early heads up about potential health issues that could impact how long we live. For anyone over 60, experiencing constant itching in specific areas, that can be a sign you really shouldn't ignore. It's like a quiet whisper from your body telling you that maybe, just maybe, your health could be facing a challenge. That's why you absolutely need to pay attention to these kinds of symptoms. Let me share a real story with you. There's Mrs. Jiang, who turned 60 this year. Since last September, she'd been dealing with itching that just wouldn't quit. At first, she didn't think much of it, just a minor annoyance. But when winter rolled around, it got way worse. She tried everything, body lotion, different creams. Nothing helped relieve the discomfort. On top of the itching, she also started losing weight without trying, which really worried her. Finally, Mrs. Jiang went to the hospital for a full checkup. And to her shock, the results revealed that the persistent itching she'd been living with for months was actually a symptom of lymphoma. It was totally unexpected. She never in a million years thought itchy skin could be linked to something so serious. Mrs. Jiang's story powerfully highlights how vital it is to pay attention to symptoms that stick around and to get them checked out. They could be signs of a hidden health problem that needs immediate medical help. You see, lymphocytes are a type of white blood cell that are super important for your immune system. They're found all over your body, in different tissues and organs. Lymphoma is a cancer of these cells, which means it can pop up almost anywhere in the body, except maybe hair and nails. When lymphoma develops, these sick cells can release chemicals, like histamine, into your bloodstream. These chemicals travel through your body, eventually reaching your skin. This constant flow of chemicals irritates the nerve endings in your skin, causing that persistent, often really bad, itching. Research suggests that around 20% of people with lymphoma experience some level of skin itching. This isn't just a minor annoyance. It's a significant clue that needs attention. If someone has unexplained itching that doesn't go away with typical treatments or medications, it's important to consider the possibility of lymphoma. Persistent itching, especially if other symptoms are also present, should definitely lead you to get checked out by a doctor. Beyond the itch, lymphoma can show up in other ways. Watch out for things like lymph nodes that stay swollen, a low-grade fever that won't go away, sweating a lot at night, pain you can't explain, significant weight loss, or anemia. Any of these symptoms, alone or together, can be really important clues about lymphoma. It's absolutely essential to be aware of these signs and see a doctor if you notice them. Now, telling the difference between normal itching and itching caused by something serious like cancer can be tough. But itching linked to cancer often has a few key features. First, it often pops up out of nowhere, suddenly, which makes it stand out from your usual, less severe itching. Second, this kind of itch is incredibly stubborn. It doesn't respond to common treatments and doesn't budge easily with standard medications. Lastly, the skin itself usually looks totally fine, no rashes or eczema, and the itching doesn't really change with the weather. Recognizing these characteristics can help you identify the potential seriousness of the symptom and prompt you to get medical help quickly. If you're still with me and finding this information valuable, please drop a 1 in the comments below. It lets me know you're still watching and learning with me. If you have symptoms that make you think of lymphoma, or if your itching just won't go away even after trying different treatments, it is absolutely critical to see a doctor right away. Getting diagnosed early is key to managing the condition properly. Look, itchy skin is super common, and usually it's nothing to worry about. But if you have itching that just won't quit, and it doesn't get better with the usual stuff, it could be a sign of more serious health problems hiding underneath. It's extra important to be alert if that itching is in specific areas of your body without a clear reason. Here are some key areas you need to pay close attention to. 1. Armpits * itching here might be connected to diabetes. For folks managing diabetes, it's not just about blood sugar and diet. High blood sugar can mess with the delicate balance of your skin, nerves, and the system that controls things like sweating. This can lead to a bunch of uncomfortable symptoms, and one that gets missed a lot is dry skin because you're not sweating or producing oil like you should. This dryness can cause relentless itching, adding yet another challenge to living with diabetes every day. And if someone is overweight, it can be even trickier. Sweating a lot in the armpits creates a perfect spot for bacteria and fungi to grow, making the discomfort and itching even worse. This tends to be a bigger issue when the air is dry and cold, like in autumn and winter, because your skin is already losing moisture. The itching from diabetes can be really upsetting because sometimes there's nothing visible, no red patches or bumps. It just feels like this constant, irritating itch that can spread beyond your armpits to other parts of your body. This never-ending discomfort can really affect your mood and make it hard to do everyday things and get a good night's sleep. Dealing with constant itching on top of managing diabetes really shows how much understanding and support people need. If something you learned here resonated with you, leave a comment below just saying thank you. 2. Anus * okay. Let's talk about a sensitive one. Itching around the anus can be deeply uncomfortable and upsetting. It often points to issues with the health of your anal and rectal areas. This isn't just a small irritation. It can seriously impact your quality of life. It might start as just a slight itch on one side, not a big deal at first. But if it's not treated, it can get much worse, becoming a constant, pervasive problem. The itching can get more intense, spread to a bigger area, and be particularly bothersome at night. For many people, this persistent anal itching is more than just physically annoying. It can cause significant emotional stress. The constant urge to scratch can be both embarrassing and exhausting, making it hard to focus during the day and impossible to get proper rest at night. Conditions like hemorrhoids, anal fistulas, rectal cancer, and anal cancer are often the reason for this discomfort. Hemorrhoids, with their painful, swollen veins, can cause itching that seems impossible to get rid of. Anal fistulas, with their uncomfortable drainage, make the itching even worse. More concerning are the possibilities of rectal and anal cancers, which can have similar symptoms but also come with other worrying signs like bleeding, severe pain, or big changes in bowel habits. The emotional toll of dealing with these persistent and upsetting symptoms is huge. It affects your daily life, how you feel about yourself, and your overall well-being. This is not something to ignore. If you're experiencing anal itching that's getting worse and really messing up your life, you absolutely must see a doctor. Getting help early is key to figuring out what's causing it, getting relief from the discomfort, and finally getting back to feeling normal and at peace. 3. Genital area * itching in the genital area is a common concern, especially for women. It can be caused by various gynecological issues like vaginitis, vulvitis, eczema, genital warts, and scabies. Each of these can cause itching, but the reasons behind it and other symptoms can vary. For example, vulvitis is when the vulva, the outer part of the female genitals, gets inflamed. This can cause itching because the natural balance of bacteria in the vagina gets messed up. When the good microorganisms are disrupted, bad bacteria or other germs can grow too much. This often leads to inflammation, which can show up as itching, redness, and swelling of the vulva. Besides itching, vulvitis might also cause pain or a burning feeling. These symptoms can get worse when you pee or poop, making the discomfort even greater. Trying to relieve the itching by scratching can also make it more intense, creating a cycle of irritation that makes the condition worse. Other gynecological issues that can cause genital itching include vaginitis, which is inflammation of the vaginal lining, and scabies, a tiny bug infestation that can affect the genital area. Eczema and genital warts are also conditions that can cause discomfort and itching in this sensitive region. Dealing with genital itching means finding out and treating what's causing it. Getting a proper diagnosis from a healthcare professional is essential to figure out the right treatment and get relief from the symptoms. If you found something helpful here, please leave a comment below saying, "Learn something new." 4. Lower legs * itching on your lower legs. This can sometimes point to a thyroid problem, specifically hypothyroidism, where your thyroid gland doesn't make enough thyroid hormones. This lack of hormones slows down your body's metabolism, which causes a chain reaction, including drying out your skin. When thyroid hormone levels drop, your skin loses its natural moisture, becoming dry, rough, and easily irritated. Your lower legs are particularly prone to these changes because they have fewer oil and sweat glands, which normally help keep skin hydrated and healthy. The discomfort from itching caused by hypothyroidism can be especially bad during the dry months of autumn and winter. The air is less humid during these seasons, making your skin even drier and more likely to itch. The skin on your lower legs might not just be dry, but also scaly, feeling cold and looking pale. The itching might also come with a weird, tingling feeling, making the discomfort even worse. This combination of symptoms can make your lower legs feel constantly irritated and sensitive, a persistent and annoying experience. It's worth noting that itching from hypothyroidism has specific characteristics compared to other types of itching. Think of dry itching, typically signifying age-related changes where skin just naturally gets drier over time. In contrast, damp itching often points to underlying health issues, like an illness that might be affecting your skin's ability to stay moisturized. If the itching in your lower legs is severe, doesn't go away, and gets worse with the seasons, it's absolutely crucial to see a doctor. Addressing hypothyroidism early can help manage the symptoms much better, giving you relief from that upsetting itchiness and improving your overall skin health and comfort. Now, let's hear from an expert. Dr. Wang, a top dermatologist from Wangjing Hospital, offers some valuable insights into different kinds of itching and what causes them. According to Dr. Wang, you can generally put itching into two groups: dry itching and damp itching. Each one points to different conditions and needs different ways of dealing with it. Dry itching is very common, especially in older people. It usually means the skin feels dry and rough, and you might see it peeling. This kind of itching often happens because of the natural aging process. As people get older, their sweat and oil glands don't produce as much. As we age, our skin is more affected by things like dry weather or not drinking enough water, which leads to more dryness and then itching. Our skin's reduced ability to hold on to moisture makes these symptoms worse, making dry itching a big issue for older adults. In contrast, damp itching is usually linked to various underlying health problems. This includes issues with your liver and kidneys not working right, high blood sugar levels, and too much moisture in areas like the groin and anal area. When your liver and kidneys aren't working well, they can't clean toxins out of your body as effectively, and these harmful substances can build up. This buildup can hurt your skin, making it look dark, feel rough, and get swollen. Sometimes, it can even lead to infections like folliculitis and lymphangitis, which can cause more problems and leave lasting scars. While scratching might feel good for a moment and give you some temporary relief, it doesn't fix the real problem. Scratching constantly can actually make things worse, making your skin redder, rougher, and thicker. This damage can cause changes in skin color, bleeding, and the chance of getting secondary infections like folliculitis and lymphangitis, which can damage the skin even more and result in scarring. To really manage and get rid of itching, Dr. Wang stresses how important it is to look at your daily habits and make changes. Things like keeping your skin hydrated, staying away from things you know irritate your skin, and managing any underlying health conditions can be absolutely crucial for reducing itching and keeping your skin healthy overall. How to prevent dry itching. Compared to damp itching, dry itching is something you see more often in everyday life, especially when the weather is dry in autumn and winter. It's not just older people who get dry, itchy skin. Even younger people who don't take care of their skin can experience it. To prevent dry skin itching, start with these steps. Pay attention to what you eat. Cut back on foods that are high in fat or sugar and spicy, stimulating, raw, or cold foods. Eat more foods with manganese, like radishes, cabbage, and sweet potatoes, and foods rich in vitamins, such as animal liver, carrots, potatoes, and mushrooms. Take good care of your skin. Make sure you get enough sleep. Avoid scratching your skin. Wash your face with cool water sometimes to help moisturize your skin. In autumn and winter, don't bathe as often. After you bathe, put on moisturizing lotion or cream to lock in moisture. Try to change any unhealthy habits or environments that might be causing the itching. Figure out what's triggering your itching symptoms and avoid those factors. Thank you for watching. I really hope this video gave you some valuable insights. What's one key thing you learned today about these itchy spots and what they might mean for your health? Please share just one takeaway or insight you plan to use in your life in the comments below. Your feedback is super helpful and lets me create more content that matters to you. If you found this helpful, please leave a comment and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more important updates and health tips. Your support means a lot. See you in the next video.